Two of the biggest rivals in college football square off this Saturday in the Iron Bowl, and there is a surprising connection between Auburn and Alabama to Richmond that you may not be aware of. WBON-TV had him in the studio to explain.
My name is Gus Goggins. I coached the Madison County Youth Football in 2003. I had an opportunity to coach Jarrett Stidham and Damien Harris, and pretty good kids. Always stayed real honest, really good students, and I knew there was going to be special football players, and we got to spend a lot of time together and watch them grow and become young men. And now they're getting ready to play in the Iron Bowl, and it's a pretty good honor to come from Madison County, have kids like that to get an opportunity to do what they're doing in the classroom as well as on the football field. So it makes me feel really proud of myself to have a part of their life when they were such young kids. So pretty good honor. You know, we've had a lot of kids that come through here and did really well for themselves, so I'm proud to say that I was part of that.
Goggins said he was inspired early on to be a youth football coach and lived in Madison County all of his life. Harris and Stidham are just two of the outstanding players that Goggins has coached.
Oh, it's been a lot. I had Dominic Hawkins, I had Dre Goggins, Keontae Goggins, Chris Menor, Derek White. You know, those guys was all-staters at Madison Central, so it's been several guys, so it's been pretty good for me.
When asked if he knew of their talent on the field early on, Goggins said it was obvious from the start.
Yeah, you just see them doing things that other kids couldn't do, you know, and they did it so well, you know, so I said if I can just tweak them a little bit, you know, I knew they was going to do really good things for themselves because they was always really good students as well as athletes, so, you know, it worked out really well for them.
He laughed and told us that Damien Harris did not take up the sport too quickly at that young age, however.
Not really, he didn't. The first time that he came out, he kept complaining about his helmet hurting his head and helmet hurting his head. So I said at the end of practice, we're going to find a helmet to fit your head. So we found one. So I took my own money and went and bought him a helmet. And the next day I told him at practice, don't want to hear no more. If you're going to be a football player, you're not going to be a football player. And it worked out. He turned into a great football player. And his mom was probably going to kill me for telling this. We was having practice one day, and my son Keontae hit him pretty good. And she was like, no, you're not going to hit my baby like that. And so she comes off the hill, nose flared out. And I told her, he's my baby when he's on this football field, and he's your baby when he leaves the football field. So we became really great friends, and it just, it worked out, you know, he told my son, you won't hit me like that no more because you're going to have to catch me. And he was extremely fast, so you didn't get to hit him a lot. So it turned out to be a really great thing. So
Goggins had a few stories about Jarrett Stidham as well.
Yeah, he played quarterback and was a very smart little kid. You know, most kids his age, if you go to watch a high school game, are running around, and he was sitting down studying the quarterback, and he wanted to be the very best. And you know, so he worked at it, and it paid off for him. So, yeah, I knew he was going to be special. Real friendly kid, never said nothing out of the way to anybody, and was a pleasure to coach. No matter what you said or what you did to him, just kind of smiled and went with it. So it worked out really well for him, and I'm very proud of him.
The two boys, as running back and quarterback, always worked well in conjunction with one another on the field. Goggins said they were a big part of why they had an undefeated season way back then.
Yeah, him and Damien. Well, Damien was at running back and Jarrett was at quarterback, so they got to where they could run the option really well when we ran an I backfield. So Jarrett would go down through there like it's supposed to, and right when he's getting ready to hit, pitch the ball to Damien, and then a 70, 80-yard touchdown. So they got to be pretty good at that and hard to stop at that. So, you know, it was great memories to see both of them be able to do what they was doing at such a young age. We was 10-0. We went undefeated, so you know, that was pretty special for us. Yeah, we knew that they was going to be special. And like I said, we had a great group of kids, and they was all really close, and they all try to make each other better, so it made coaching a lot easier. I've kept in contact with both of them. But Damien and I, you know, I've just always around him and going to his games and stuff like that. And where Jarrett moved away to Texas, you know, I wasn't around him as much, but I did keep in contact with him on the phone and stuff. So
When it comes to the game this Saturday, Goggins was adamant that he will be a neutral party concerning what is arguably the biggest college football rivalry.
As long as both of them perform really well, it doesn't matter who wins. They're both going to be a winner. To be on that stage and get to play in a game of that magnitude, there's no loser with it. So if I could paint one side blue and the other side maroon, that's how I would do it. But it doesn't matter. I just want them both to do well, have a good game, get out safe, and it don't matter who wins. So I'm neutral. It's pretty tough, just both of them are really great, and you don't want to see either team fail or not get to the championship game, but there's evidently going to be a loser and a winner out of it, but either way, if Jarrett goes, I'm happy because he was part of my coaching, the kids that I coach, and if Damien goes, it'll be great as well, but it's just tough. That one's tough, and there's no good way to talk about it to where you show favoritism one way or the other, so I don't want to do that because I love both of them the same.
Goggins said that the boys wanted him to be there Saturday in Alabama, but he'll be spending his holiday weekend with family. However, when asked if he will be watching, Goggins said it will no doubt be on the TV as he cheers on two of his most loved players. For WBON TV, I'm Marissa Hempel.